Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Marguerite. For any of you who are new, welcome. So as the winter months are approaching, maybe some of you have dry skin, and this seems to be a concern with a lot of people this time of year. My sister approached me on this topic. I personally struggle with this a lot. I've actually had several people DM me what they recommend for dry skin. So I wanted to make a video and talk about this, and I'm gonna try to keep this as short as I can, as informative as I can. I'm gonna recommend a couple of products, let you know what I use. For the record, I live in Indiana, the Midwest. Indiana has very kooky weather. It can get very cold, very dry. It's very windy today. Overall, it's dry. I imagine if you live in Florida and Texas and New Orleans, places where it's humid, that you don't have this concern. Lucky you, because the humidity is great for plumping up the skin and preventing dry skin. But if you live in dry climates, then I hope I can help you out somewhat. So what I think is the #1 most important product that you need to look into investing in and making sure that you have the correct product for your skin type is a cleanser. This is something that's overlooked. I think a lot of people overlook it and think, what serum can I get that will heal my dry skin? What moisturizer can I get? What oil can I get? Well, if you are cleansing your skin with a very drying cleanser filled with sulfates, and the one that's high foaming and one that's just going to strip your face of natural oils, then that is going to cause all kinds of problems down the road. So you need to make sure you have a very gentle conditioning cleanser. Of course you want it to clean and do the job, but you don't want squeaky clean dry skin. So if after you cleanse and you notice that your skin is just very tight and dry, then that already is a sign that you have the wrong cleanser. Something else that I recently learned is that cleansing oils and cleansing balms are not the best for your skin. I was a firm believer in cleansing oils. I actually had a cleansing balm that I used to remove makeup because I wear a lot of heavy makeup. So I felt like I needed a very heavy oil to break that down. Well, the problem with the cleansing oil and a cleansing balm is an oil, for one, I'm gonna talk about this in a minute, but it should be the very last step in your routine because it's a very thick molecule. It's the largest molecule. So therefore, if that is the first thing you're putting on your face, it's going to prevent any further products from getting into your skin and actually addressing the root issue. Although it may feel very hydrating and moisturizing when you cleanse with an oil or olive oil, it's leaving a very thick oil residue on your skin, which is gonna prevent a water-based toner and water-based serum and moisturizer from getting into your skin, which can really hydrate your skin. So I would recommend a cleansing lotion, which can break down makeup, and then also using a toner, which can double cleanse, and make sure you get all your makeup off. So a cleanser that I use and that I recommend this is called ClarityRx. My esthetician recommended it to me because I have such super sensitive skin. And the last time I went to her, this was like a month and a half ago, she was just like, what is going on with your skin? She said my moisture barrier was just so compromised. My skin was so red and raw and chapped. I was using Rodan and Fields products, which are not good. But anyways, I personally need just super gentle, soothing products. So this is a vitamin infused cleanser. It's very lightweight. It's not gonna foam because the more it foams, the higher the pH it has and the more it's gonna strip your skin, meaning it's gonna dry your skin out. So you want a low foaming cleanser. It's about $30. I got this from dermstore.com. You also need to know your skin type. You know, I understand if you're watching this video, you probably have, obviously you have super dry, irritated skin. And you know, if it's very cracked and any little product you're putting on your skin burns, then you really need to find soothing products that are gonna help mend and heal your moisture barrier. So I washed my face with this morning and night. The key to getting makeup off with a cleansing lotion is you want to apply it on your dry skin. And first, massage it into your dry skin. You'll see the makeup will start to melt away. And then after a minute, you can wet your fingers with water and then create a lather and then get a washcloth, preferably like a Muslim washcloth or super gentle washcloth, because you want to be super gentle with your skin because a washcloth can technically be considered a physical exfoliator. So you want to make sure that you are just super gently wiping it off your face. You don't want to be hard because that's going to really irritate your skin, especially if you have reactive skin. I have super reactive skin, meaning it's going to react to anything like a hot shower, washcloth. It's just going to irritate my skin. So you want to gently wipe this off and then follow with a toner. This is another good point. You want to try to not shower with super hot water, which I know that's hard because some people probably really like hot water, but the hotter the water, the more that's going to dry your skin out. So you want to make sure that the second you get out of the shower, you are putting moisturizer on your face, because otherwise it's going to dry out even more. But yeah, Number one, invest in a good cleanser. This one by ClarityRx is great. This vitamin infused cleanser, super gentle, moisturizing. You don't want a cleanser that's gonna dry you out even more, because I know a lot of people with acne think you need to dry that up, but that is counterproductive. You want to condition and moisturize your acne as much as you can to prevent scarring. So you want to condition it, but yes, use powerful ingredients that can zap it. You know, honestly, a lot of the big name brand like Neutrogena are very stripping and filled with alcohols and hidden chemicals that can really dry up your skin. So I personally don't recommend those cleansers. Aveeno, even Cerave, Cetaphil can actually be very drying and have hidden chemicals. So I know those are geared towards sensitive skin, but I have had terrible luck with those. I have super sensitive, reactive, dehydrated skin, and I've tried out many products. So I think you should definitely invest in a good cleanser. I mean, you can try Cetaphil or Cerave and see how your skin feels, because it's actually pretty drying, as ironic as it sounds. Number two, I highly recommend a toner. I know a lot of people think toners are worthless, but one, a toner can help remove debris from tap water that may not be the best for your skin. It can help get off remaining makeup, and it can moisturize. So one that I've discovered also from Drugstore is this one by Juara. I don't know if I'm saying it right. This is super moisturizing. This is the Tamarind Tea Hydrating Toner. Smooths and plumps, calms and refreshes all skin types. It's had raving reviews. It's fragrance-free, alcohol-free, oil-free. And so I use this morning and night. This is more like a serum. I will first apply it with my cotton pad just to make sure I get makeup off at night, but you can see it's a watery consistency like most toners, but it pumps out like a serum. I'll apply it on my hands and then press it into my skin. Pressing is more gentle than wiping, especially if you have cracked, very dry skin. You don't want to wipe and irritate that even more, especially if you used a washcloth to remove makeup. Just please make sure you do that super gentle, because that can irritate your skin, stimulate your skin even more, and that acts as a physical exfoliator. So you want to just be as super gentle with your skin as you can. So number one, cleanser. Number two, a hydrating toner. If you want me to find a drugstore hydrating toner, I will try to do that and link that below. Now, number three, this is one of the most important products, is hyaluronic acid. Now, hyaluronic acid is good no matter what climate you're in, because it is still water-based molecule, but it's a thicker molecule that will help plump your skin and help your skin retain moisturizer. Now, I love this one by NIOD. I got this from dcm.com, same site that I got The Ordinary from. NIOD is the more higher end line to The Ordinary. So you can see it's smaller and more expensive, but this is one of the best hyaluronic acid products on the market. I've tried a lot of them, and here's the thing with hyaluronic acid. My skin doesn't do the greatest with certain types of hyaluronic acid. For instance, The Ordinary has one, hyaluronic acid 2% plus B5. And this is clear. You know, it's a little tacky and sticky, which is what a lot of hyaluronic does, because it is very moisturizing, because it helps bind moisture. But the thing with hyaluronic acid, if you live in a very dry climate like I do, because what it's made to do in warmer climates is it's gonna draw moisture from the air. So if you live in Florida, New Orleans, Texas, very humid places, anywhere in a tropical region, it's gonna pull moisture from the air, which is gonna plump your skin up even more. So this is great in those areas. The problem with applying this if you're in the Midwest, the Northeast, in very dry climates, is I find that this dries my skin out even more, because it has no moisture from the air to draw from. So it's drawing it from my body, and it just kind of dries my skin out even more. So you want to make sure you're drinking tons of water. I think it depends on your skin type. I just have super dehydrated skin, so this particular formula doesn't work best for me in the winter. It's okay in the summer when there's more humidity, but I found that this NIOD multi-molecular hyaluronic complex is amazing. This is thicker than this product, but honestly, this is cheaper, and I think this is a good start for you guys to try. Your skin type might be able to handle it. I think thicker skin types have a harder time with this absorbing, and it just depends on your skin type, honestly. Some people are fine, but this dried out my skin even more. But I don't want to waste this, but this is a thick. You can see it sitting on my hand. This is definitely thicker than the hyaluronic acid by The Ordinary, and this doesn't feel as sticky as The Ordinary, but it feels very moisturizing. So this says apply this after cleansing before the application of other skin treatments. So this is going to act as a booster to other skin treatments. This isn't thick like an oil. It's not going to prevent other products from getting into your skin, but this is just a thicker hyaluronic acid treatment than this. And even though it says acid, it's not gonna burn. This is a totally different type of acid. It's very moisturizing. So honestly, if you have super dehydrated skin, I would recommend this multi-molecular hyaluronic complex by NIOD, and I'll link that below as well. It's kind of expensive, but this is worth it. This is gonna plump up your skin, plump up any lines, and it really does make a beautiful difference in your skin, I think. This has helped me out a lot. I get super dry by my mouth. It might look red right now, but this is where I get the most dry, and then between my eyebrows. And it's very annoying, so this has helped with that. Also, if you haven't ever used hyaluronic acid, it can sting a little initially the first like week you apply it, and that is okay. My esthetician said that just means your skin desperately needs it, and it's desperately needs that moisture. So that's just something to keep in mind. So number 3, hyaluronic acid, highly recommend. Number 4, I suggest you find a great moisturizer. You want a super gentle, thick moisturizer. I know thick moisturizer might turn a lot of you off, but if you have super dry, dehydrated skin, you need something a little thicker. If you're worried your skin might get really greasy and oily, and maybe you don't even apply a moisturizer, then that's bad. Even if you have super oily skin, a lot of times your skin's overcompensating by producing more oil when it's very dry and dehydrated. So if it actually needs good moisturizers and good oils, and that will help tone down the oil. It's actually just crying out for moisture, if that makes sense. So one that I like that isn't super thick, I find that this is very fast absorbing. Again, this is by ClarityRx. This is their Feel Better Hyaluronic Acid Moisturizing Cream. And this stung a little when I applied it, just like I said with hyaluronic acid. Your skin desperately needs it, and it can sting at first. But this also has jojoba seed oil, apricot kernel oil, squalane, hyaluronic acid. And this is all organic, no toxins, chemicals, fillers. So it's super gentle for sensitive skin. So it's a little jar. Some of these products, I know these products are kind of expensive, but it's just a white odorless cream, which I personally love. And I will apply this on top of my hyaluronic acid. It absorbs right in. It's not greasy. It's very moisturizing, very lightweight. I use this morning and night. The 5th product that I highly recommend that will make a huge difference is sunscreen. I happen to use this one by ClarityRx, UVA UVB protection SPF 30, but you can get whatever sunscreen you want. I like that this one's thick and moisturizing. This is probably one of the most important ingredients in protecting your skin and building up your skin barrier is a sunscreen, because sunscreen is thick. It's going to create a nice barrier, and it's going to protect your skin from environmental damage. It is so important. If you only want to apply one product to your skin in the morning, sunscreen. It's the #1 age preventative. It protects from sun damage, it protects from sunspots. It will protect your skin from the wind, from smog, from pollution that's just floating in the air that you can't even see. So please apply sunscreen. I like that this one is thick. I find that this one is very moisturizing. It absorbs right in. This doesn't leave a white cast, I don't think. I'm okay with that though, just because I apply makeup on top and I have redness under my skin. So the white kind of cancels it out. But I find that it's thicker, but it does absorb in. It's non-greasy. This is a great one under makeup, but you know, I understand these ClarityRx products can add up. So I'll link one that I like by the drugstore is by La Roche-Posay. They have a great sunscreen, so I'll link that below for a cheaper option. Moving on to a couple other suggestions for dry skin. It is important, even if you have dry skin, to exfoliate your skin. Why? That might sound very harsh, but you need to find the proper exfoliator for your skin type. There are very gentle ones. Like I said, there are physical exfoliators and there are chemical exfoliators. The reason it's so important to exfoliate your skin, even if you have super dry skin, even if you have acne, no matter your skin type, everyone should be exfoliating, is because if you are just applying product onto your dry, flaky skin, it's not being absorbed, it's not going in. You're just applying product on dead skin cells, and it's just gonna keep flaking and being a nice flaky croissant mess. So you want to find a great exfoliator for your skin type, and that's gonna help slough off the dead skin cells and get off the flakiness so that your products can be absorbed and so that your skin can be even smoother. So a couple of different exfoliators. A physical exfoliator would be just washing your face with a washcloth. You want to be very gentle, but you're still, you know, that's rubbing your skin, so that's going to help slough off dead skin cells and dry skin. So a washcloth can be a physical exfoliator. A Clarisonic brush, the Foreo Luna, that's what I use. Any type of little pad, silicone pad or scrub, as well as dermaplaning, that is definitely a physical exfoliator because you're scraping off the dead skin cells, and that's a great tip to do like once a month just to really get off the dead skin cells. So you want to be careful. I personally can't use the Clarisonic just because I have super reactive skin. It's actually too harsh for my skin. It makes my skin way too red and really works up my skin. So I try to calm my skin down. I have a little silicone scrub I got from Dermalogica. It's like a mitt, and you can slowly go in circular motions. And then I also have the Luna, which is very gentle. It just like massages your skin. You go in slow circular motions. So that's a great gentle exfoliator. And then I also use a washcloth every night just to wash off my makeup. So that's a great form. But if you have super, super gentle skin and super reactive skin, rosacea, just easily irritated skin, then those options are gonna be too harsh. So you're gonna want to go with a chemical exfoliator, like an acid exfoliator. And I know that might sound scary, but there's different types of acids. Like lactic acid is more mild and good for sensitive skin tone. There's mandelic acid, which is great for hyperpigmentation, melasma, sunspots, and age spots, aging skin. There's salicylic acid, which is great for acne. That's a little stronger. There's glycolic acid, which is great for acne and stronger skin types. So my favorite product that I like to use is lactic acid because it's so mild. And I have this one by The Ordinary. It's lactic acid 5% plus hyaluronic acid 2%. I don't know if you can see, but it has a light, like reddish pinkish tone to it. And I love the smell of it. It smells like, it just smells like, I don't even know, like candy, like powdered candy. You know, like those candy in the packet, the really sugary, like sour candy in those packets that you would, what are those called? I can't remember, but it just smells like really sour powdery candy, which I like. It's very sweet because it has, I think it has peppleberry in it. But this is 5%, so this is super mild. They also have a 10% if you want, but this is gentle enough for every day. And what's good about this is this will sit on your skin all night and just slowly break down. Put this on at night, by the way, and it will slowly break down dead skin cells and help slough off dead skin. But it also moisturizes. That's the thing with lactic acid. It will also help moisturize and help dehydration. So it just helps your skin go through that cycle. Apply once per day, ideally in the PM. Can be diluted with other treatments to reduce strength until skin develops tolerance. So you could mix this with hyaluronic acid. You can mix this with your moisturizer. The order sequence you would want to apply this, you know, apply your cleanser, apply your toner, apply your hyaluronic acid, and then apply the lactic acid, and then your moisturizer. So this is just great for just mildly working as an exfoliator. This will give your skin a beautiful glow in the morning. If you want something more intense, if your skin can handle it, if you have a high tolerant skin, then an incredible product that I would recommend would be, this is by Renee Roulee, her Triple Berry Smoothing Peel. This smells amazing. Her products are just so incredibly formulated. This literally smells like berry raspberry jam. And it probably has raspberry jam. I love it because this does sting when you apply it, but this is one of the best chemical peels I've ever used. Demi Lovato goes to Renee Roulee and always posts about this product, which is so cool. But this is a great exfoliator. You can use this once a week because it's so intense. But this is great. You leave on for 5 to 10 minutes. But you know, some people ask, how often should you exfoliate? You can exfoliate 5 times a week. You don't want to use this like an intense mask, but you can use like lactic acid or a washcloth every night. That's a form of exfoliation. It won't be too much for your skin. You want to be gentle with your skin, but exfoliating is really gonna help prevent dry skin and flakiness, especially in the winter months. So you could also use an AHA or a BHA to exfoliate. Glycolic acid is great if you can handle it, salicylic acid, but this is gentle enough for every day. Lastly, what I think is very important for dehydrated dry skin is applying an oil. And this might sound scary, especially if you have acne prone skin, but there are different types of oils. There are specific oils that are good for acne prone skin. I personally have acne prone skin, so I have to be careful with oils. Rose hip seed oil is a beautifully hydrating oil. It's one of my favorite oils. I don't have it down here, but rose hip seed oil by The Ordinary, it's like maybe $7, or squalane oil, which The Ordinary has. Squalane oil is great for every skin type. It's not as thick as rose hip seed oil. Rose hip seed oil helps also with acne scars, so that's great. But one that I've been using is squalane oil because it doesn't get broken down by sunlight. It won't age your skin, whereas rose hip seed oil, if you apply it in the morning and you come in contact with the sun, it can actually, the sun can break it down, it can age you. But if you're applying it at night and washing your skin in the morning, you'll be fine. Just one that I've really gotten into is this squalane oil. This one's by ClarityRx, but The Ordinary has a much cheaper squalane oil, but it's just a very clear oil. Squalane oil is a lot thinner than oils you might be used to. It's a lot thinner than olive oil. Rose hip seed oil, it's a clear, fast absorbing oil. I highly recommend this to everyone. It's very fast absorbing. You can see it already absorbed into my skin. It doesn't leave a greasy residue, and you want to apply this last in your routine. You want to apply this after your moisturizer, after your SPF. I know that might sound weird, but an oil is the largest molecule. It is going to create a beautiful blanket and just keep all those ingredients in and prevent them from just disappearing throughout the day. It's just going to trap all that moisture in, and the reason you want to apply this last, because if you apply it first, no following products will get through because oil is so thick. So you want this as the last step. And I know that it might feel weird applying this on top of sunscreen, but it will be absorbed, it won't be greasy, and this would be the very last step in your skincare and then right before your makeup. So you definitely apply this. I apply this morning and night after my SPF, and this really will help trap in moisture, and it will really just help push in all those previous products into your skin and just really help strengthen your moisture barrier. So highly recommend squalane oil. If you're looking for a more intense oil, Renee Roulee has her Pro Remedy oil, which is a concoction of several different oils. This is even thicker than the squalene. I would recommend the squalene to start. This one's just super thick. I don't apply this all the time, and it's just very moisturizing, but this is a more expensive oil. This is for air, land, and sea. It's just a really good, intense oil, but honestly, I would just recommend squalene. Look into The Ordinary one because you can get that for like $7. And The Ordinary is about to come out with an SPF, so that would be a good option. The Ordinary is a super scientific but affordable brand, so I would recommend their hyaluronic acid, their squalene oil, and their SPF, but I don't know when that's coming out. And their lactic acid, of course. If you're looking for a lip product, then I love this one by Laneige, the lip sleeping mask. It smells so good. I got this from Sephora, but you can get it from Amazon as well. And this is just, it smells so good. It smells like bubble gum, and it's pink like bubble gum. It's so good, but it's just so moisturizing for your lips. It's like a beautiful blanket sleeping mask for your lips. I promise this will hydrate your lips all night long. So if you have super dry, cracked lips, try this. And finally, another really good tip is to sleep with a humidifier. You can buy like a $20 humidifier or from Amazon. I just used like my kids. It's just a cool mist humidifier that was maybe $30. I think I got it from Bed Bath & Beyond. Bye Bye Baby has them, Amazon, Target, Walgreens. They all have humidifiers, but you just put water in the tank and then you can set it on, there's 3 settings, but a humidifier is great for adding moisture into your room, especially if you have a dry room. Upstairs can be dry, especially when you have the heat on in the winter. That can really dry out your skin. So sleeping with a humidifier is a good trick to just adding more moisture in your skin while you sleep. So it definitely helps. For me, you know, the more steps you do, the more protected your skin will be from the sun and environmental damage. Even if you have a hat on and you go outside, you may think you're okay, but you're still exposed to pollution and all these things in the air that can get into your pores and like even smoke that can get in and dry your skin out and dehydrate you. So it's good to keep exfoliating and plumping your skin with hydrating products. That's gonna keep you looking youthful. Like people in the South look so youthful because it's so humid down there. I envy them because I wish I lived down there and had all that humidity, because it's really good for your skin. There's definitely products you can use that will help you achieve a nice hydrating glow, especially in the winter months. So let me know if you want me to recommend any other products, but I think I covered it all. I'm sorry this video is probably so long, but I had a lot to talk about and I hope you guys listened. I have 3 more products to mention. These are more makeup, but if you're looking for a great primer, this one by Dermalogica, the Barrier Repair, is so good because one, this helps calm down redness if you have it. It's very silicone-y, which it's kind of weird. I don't really like silicone products, but I like this because it creates a great smooth barrier. And again, on top of the oil, on top of the sunscreen, creates another barrier to protect my skin from the outside environment. So I love this product, free of alcohol, free of fragrances. I use this as a primer, Barrier Repair. And then a very moisturizing foundation that I recommend is this one by IT Cosmetics, Your Skin But Better CC Cream. Super hydrating. This is one of the most dewy hydrating foundations I've ever tried. They have an illuminating version too, which is even more hydrating. And it has SPF in it, and which is great if you just want this to be your SPF, but I always go in with SPF before foundation just because this covers more and is thicker and more effective than foundation that's in, than SPF that's in foundation. But this is a super moisturizing foundation that I recommend. You know, if your skin's super dehydrated and dry, this will definitely help. And if you're looking for a hydrating mist, my all-time favorite is this Pharmacy Skin Dew, their Hydrating Essence Mist and Setting Spray with Echinacea Green Envy. I can't use a lot of the pharmacy products. They irritate my skin because they have like essential oils and like peppermint oil and stuff, but for whatever reason, this one doesn't irritate my skin. And it's so like wet and hydrating. I like that it's wet. It's the messiest spray, but it really will hydrate your skin. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, that is wet. Woo, woo, woo. You could use this as a toner. You could use this before makeup. You can use this to set your makeup. You can use this whenever you want. You can use it throughout the day, but it does hydrate. I personally have very dry skin, so I take all the chances I can, but let me know what you got out of this video. I definitely think number one, finding the proper cleanser is the number one most important step. Cleansers are so abused these days. They can be so irritating. And if you are applying a drying, irritating cleanser filled with sulfates and alcohol, then you are stripping your skin of all oils, all moisture, and all your following products are just gonna have to work so much harder. So you really want just a super gentle cleansing cleanser that is not gonna strip your skin. It's gonna hydrate. A cleansing lotion is really good. A cleansing milk is really good. Vitamin infused cleansers. Then I recommend a nice hydrating toner, then hyaluronic acid, then a nice cream, and then a sunscreen, and then an oil, and you're good to go. You know, if that's too much, cleanser, sunscreen, and exfoliator. I think you need a couple steps, you know, you can't just do one thing. You need to wash your face. You need some type of serum. Let me know if you like this video. Let me know if you want me to do one on acne or any other skin concern, but I think dryness and dehydration is something a lot of people struggle with, especially in the winter months. So I wanted to take the time to talk about this, talk about products that can help with that. A humidifier can really help. Drinking lots of water. Fruits and vegetables can really help plump up your skin. Avocados can help. Sweet potatoes, eggs, those are things that can really help hydrate your skin. You can also take a look at your diet. If you're drinking a lot of alcohol, fried foods, that can be very dehydrating. If you're smoking, that can be very dehydrating. I know that might be hard to stop, but you just got to look at your habits and try to tweak things, possibly. But that is all I have to say. So thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Let me know if you have any questions below or if you found anything that works wonderfully for you and your dry skin. Let me know. So I will see you guys in another video in another day. God bless y'all. Farewell.